Imagine the sound of heavy footsteps, the metallic clang of swords, and a thick tension hanging in the air like fog. On that battlefield, a giant rises. Goliath, feared, ruthless. He challenges not just an army, but the faith of an entire nation. We all face giants, fears that paralyze us, battles that seem impossible. But today's story reminds us, just like David, we can discover a courage that doesn't come from us, but from God himself. The people of Israel were trembling. Philistines advanced, and Goliath, that monstrous warrior, stood every day and shouted, "Who among you dares face me?" No one moved. Fear had taken over everything. But among the armored men, no one noticed a young shepherd. He was just one of many. No armor, no sword, no status, just a heart full of faith. David, ignored by his brothers, underestimated by everyone, yet burning with a desire to do something about the situation. He hears the challenge, feels righteous indignation at the offense against God and his people. It says, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine to defy the army of the living God?" Everyone laughs. The king hesitates, but David insists, "I've faced lions and bears while protecting the flock. The same God who delivered me from them will deliver me from this giant." Refuses the king's armor, picks up just 5 stones in his sling. A simple shepherd, going out to face a giant with stones. Goliath laughs, mocks him. "You come to me with sticks, right? You naive boy, you think you can beat me?" But David boldly replies, "You come against me with sword and spear. But I come against you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have challenged. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and I will strike you down and cut off your head with the sword." For a moment, there's just the sound of the wind and the birds. The giant takes a step forward, then another. David holds his breath, runs a little, then lets go. The stone flies. Time seems to stop for a second, an eternity, and then the giant falls. The impossible happened. The unlikely one won. It's not by strength, but by faith. The giant slain, the victory song rings out. And David, the simple shepherd, becomes a hero of Israel. But before the celebration, before the fame, before the cheers of the crowd, remember this: his greatest victory wasn't just defeating a giant. His greatest victory was believing that God would help him defeat a giant. And you, what giants are you facing? Fear, anxiety, rejection, addictions. Sometimes the giants seem so big that we don't know how to face them. Sometimes the battle is so intense that we feel alone. Sometimes the enemy attacks precisely where we feel most vulnerable, trying to make us believe that we're not strong enough, capable enough, smart enough, beautiful enough. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's acting despite fear, trusting in God despite fear. David faced the giant not because he was fearless, but because he was full of faith. What can you learn from David today? Maybe it's time to face your giants. Maybe it's time to believe that God still brings down Goliaths. Don't let fear paralyze you. Don't let discouragement defeat you. God is with you. You may be just one person against seemingly insurmountable odds. But if you're with God, it's not a battle between you and the giant. It's a battle between God and the giant. Maybe it's time for you to say, like David, "This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands." Because when God is on your side, what does it matter if the giant seems too big, if the problem seems too complicated, if the opposition seems too strong, if the path seems too dark? It's time to get up, act, fight, believe. God is with you. Share in the comments what giant needs to fall in your life. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications and stay tuned for the next episode of our series, Heroes of Faith, Lessons for Today.